I didn't know you had a paw down there. What's that for? You don't need that right there. Why don't you have one in this leg? You get one there, but you don't have none down here. You want more? Shake my hand. Come on. All right, you lift them up. I'll do your tummy. All right, I know you like that. Put the hair way back where it was. All right, how's that? Keita, how do you stay so white? You're laying out in the rain all night. Hey, yeah, you're bleached white. How do you do it? Hmm? How do you do it? How you staying so clean? Well, your paws are dirty. I'm gonna have to get you cleaned up soon. What do you think of that? What do you think of getting a bath? What? Don't you want a bath? You have to get a bath at least once a year.
Or a shower.
What?
The shower for if you live.
All right, that's good enough. That's good enough of an answer. How are you doing? You doing okay? Oh. Look at the muscles. We got muscles. Yeah, got muscles. We got muscles here too. Will, Keita, I can't click off of the weather channel. What's going on here? They got me lagging because I still got Windows 7. Can't even update it anymore. So now, guys, if you're running Windows 7, I mean, if you still have Windows XP, I'll say a prayer for you. I hope none of you have Windows XP. But if you have Windows 7, there's going to be a lot of like if you're going to pay a credit card, some credit card companies won't work with Windows 7. You won't be able to log into your account if you have Windows 7. One of my credit card companies does that. So I either have to pay them on my tablet or at work. and I can't even update Windows 7 anymore. Right now, there's actually an update there. It won't update it. And I could put Windows 10 on this computer because this has a huge amount of space in it. The computer that I'm sitting in front of right now, I found this in a trash, actually with the people's information still on it, which it's still inside. I still haven't erased it. I mean, there's pictures of them when they went on trips to Arizona, to like Monument City, to I think there's pictures of when they went to the Grand Canyon. You know, all those stone monoliths out in the desert. They took pictures. That's all still in this computer, and I could put Windows 10 in it, or I think I could even put Windows 11 in it, but it's like $150 for Windows 10 or Windows 11. So I don't know. I mean, buying a desktop anymore. The nice thing I like about Android is they update every once in a blue moon. That's what I like about Android. That's why I used to have an Apple smartphone, and every single week update. Then it would fill up. Then you have to get a newer one, and it does the same update up. Then it fills up. You have to get a newer one, and that's how they got many of you suckers. That's how they got many of you suckers. And then you get these people who claim, oh, I can't live without my smartphone. Well, apparently you are because you weren't born with it. So apparently you are living without it. You might die with it in your hand, but you weren't born with it in your hand. So I think buying a new desktop is a fool's bet. I really do. I think it's a fool's bet, a fool's move. I think it's just the best thing to do is get a like a Chromebook or a tablet with an Android system. That's what I think the best thing to do is. Because Windows 10, like I said, it's about $150, one maybe even 160. You can get a nice tablet with $160, so, or a Chromebook. Get a nice Chromebook with an Android system, with Android firmware in it, for around $150. I did take the Harley around the neighborhood a little bit. Hopefully, I could take it to work tonight, but it's supposed to rain in the morning, so I don't take that out in the rain, guys. I don't take any motorcycles out in the rain, because it's pretty bad around here right now. The traffic is just horrible around here right now. It's worse than ever. So I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I'll ever take the motorcycle to work again. That's how bad the traffic is around here right now. But I think either Saturday or Sunday I'm going to make a recorded ride. I'll try to go for a ride on either the e-bike or the Harley. I kind of want to sit on the Harley instead of putting miles on it because that way maybe I could sell it. Hopefully, maybe I could sell it for more than $2,000 in the future. And I was thinking about getting the leather fringed mud flaps for it. That's what I was thinking of doing. I was thinking of putting the leather fringed mud flap on the front, fender and on the rear fender. Maybe around Christmas I'll do that. That'd be a nice Christmas project for that there. Because right now, all our money guys, whatever money is available has to go to the vacation. I just shelled out $150 on medications. Okay, I'm standing at the cash register. The pharmacist is running them through. I'm seeing it go from 25. I'm thinking, oh, it's only $25. You know. Then it went up to 50, 55, 80, 100, 125, 150. You know that was supposed to go to the vacation, but and so far I don't hear nothing about mandating a cost of living increase. I don't hear nothing about mandating unions for any company that has 1,000 or more employees. I don't hear nothing about some kind of health care plan. Like I don't hear nothing about free health care. Boy, I'll tell you guys, we're really going to have a lot of manufacturing factories built in America, aren't we? Wow. There's going to literally be a factory in every town. Go ahead. You can go lay down, Keita. Go ahead. Or do you want to come over here? Come on. You know, you figure, let's take, for instance, Builders Square. I don't know if any of you remember Builders Square. Okay, that was the beginning. Builders Square was there before Lowe's and Home Depot. That was the very beginning of the big box store that had everything for the homeowner and builders and home remodelers. That company was owned. That company was actually persevered. I'll put it that way, by Chinese investors. Then Builders Square went bankrupt, and that's when Home Depot sprung up and Lowe's. Actually, Lowe's sprung up before Home Depot, and then Home Depot sprung up. What I think, but I don't know this for a fact, I think Home Depot is a spin-off of Builders Square. You know, what I'm trying to get to you guys is they put a lot of people out of business because they have everything in Home Depot and Lowe's. They have everything from tile for your bathroom floor to draperies for your living room. There's everything in there. They have appliances in there. They have plywood in there. The only thing Lowe's doesn't have is plaster. They don't carry plaster, but Home Depot carries plaster. So if you go in Lowe's looking for a bag of plaster, I mean, you can find plaster of Paris in there, but a great big 80-pound bag of plaster, you got to go to Home Depot for that. And they put a lot of tradesmen out of business. You know, so what does this have to do with Trump? A lot. Okay. You've had companies, you've had American companies that uprooted their business and their corporations here in America, and they set up shop in China. Everyone knew it. Everyone in Washington, D.C. knew it, and then they knew about it when it was happening 40, 50 years ago. Okay? What most of you are being fed through media outlets is a bunch of garbage. It's all lies. And the reason why these companies moved to China is because the Chinese, the workers don't have no health insurance. They don't have no compensation. They don't have workman's comp. If they get hurt, they're just out of a job. Family starves. They're the wages are dirt cheap over in China. Um, there's no unions. Like I said, the companies don't have to pay health insurance for any of their workers. And if that's not enough, they they actually bring North Korean workers into China by trains to put together a lot of the stuff sold in America. So if you think for 1 minute that these companies are going to come, they're American owned companies over in China. If you think for 1 minute they're going to come back here and they're going to be paying workers $25, $30 an hour, and on top of that, they might have to be unionized, and on top of that, they're going to have to pay health care insurance, like $12,000 a year for each employee. Ain't happening, brother. I hate to be Darren Downer, but it ain't going to happen. Not possibly not for a couple 100 years, 100 years minimum. All this rubbish you hear about these tariffs are supposed to force companies to set up here in America. That's all bullcrap. That ain't never going to happen. All right. If it happens, I will literally give my Harley Davidson and my Jeep away. That's how sure that I am. The companies that moved over to China are American corporations that left America because of health care insurance. The unions basically bled them dry. It happened here in Pittsburgh with the U.S. Steel. I could tell you a story about that. I was around when it happened. I remember it. And the wages. Now, maybe if we had free health care, they might come back. That's one less thing that these companies go to shell out. But I remember what happened with U.S. Steel. What happened with U.S. Steel before they started moving out in the early 70s, the steel workers would go on strike. We want more money. They gave them more money. 6 months go by, go on strike. We want more money. We want better health care. Company gave it to them. Another 6 months go by, go on another strike. We want more money. We want better health care. They gave it to them. They did this a bunch. They went on strike a bunch of times. And then finally, the company said, that is enough. We're not giving you more money. We're not giving you more health care. And furthermore, we're pulling up and we're moving. And that was the end of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And that's what happens in America with most unions is the unions would literally drive a company into the ground here in America. Unless if you have a good union. So it's like this one guy, he messaged me here on my channel. He said, all you have to do is buy American. Well, let me see. I bought American. I did my part. Okay. I bought American, brother. I bought American. I bought a big dog motorcycle. That was made in Kansas. That motorcycle was made, it's 100% American made. Okay. I bought a Jeep Wrangler. Most of that's American made. I bought a Harley Davidson. Need I say more? You know, it's not my fault. I can't buy a pair of shoes that don't come from China, put together with North Korean labor. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. I can't buy a GoPro that ain't made in China. It ain't my fault. I can't buy a package of these markers that ain't made in China. It ain't my fault. I don't make these. I don't see where these going to be made at. Those are the those are the big companies, the big corporations that have to say so in that stuff. You know, it's like the smartphones many you have. Where do you think they're put together at? They're put together over in China. Why don't they put them together over here? America is finished. Okay, it is finished.